Sometimes in speedrunning, there's a trick or section that runners dread due to its difficulty or repetitiveness. Well, in the Super Marihour challenge, runners don't just despise an entire trick, they despise an entire game. The Super Marihour challenge is unlike most other speedruns. This difficult challenge requires the runner to complete 6 different Mario games back to back in under an hour. There are many obstacles that the runner must overcome if they want to pursue a sub-hour time. One of the huge roadblocks in the challenge is... After beating 5 games, each with their own trials and tribulations, the runner will arrive at the final game in the Marihour challenge, Super Mario 64. In order to complete this lengthy collectathon as fast as possible, runners need to attempt the category known as 1-star. Less than 300 runners have ever managed to complete an official 1-star run, compared to the thousands who have completed categories such as 16-star. But why is 1-star so difficult? Well, this is due to the legendary trick known as the backwards long jump, or BLJ. When the developers designed Super Mario 64, they forgot to set a limit for Mario's backward speed. Okay, great, so Mario can now zoom around a bit, but how does that help us skip stars? Well, if you generate enough speed, it just so happens that Mario can clip through walls. Notably, this means that the first Bowser fight, which is hidden behind a locked door, can be accessed immediately using the BLJ. This particular trick is known as the lobby backwards long jump. To perform this trick, you first clip into an out-of-bounds section where you can backwards long jump in this very small space to gain a huge amount of speed. From here, you redirect Mario's speed outside the castle, change the camera angle, redirect Mario up the stairs, and clip through the 8-star door. The space you have to perform this BLJ is very small, and it's very easy to clip back in bounds. And even if you do start to backwards long jump, you need the perfect amount of speed to get this trick to work. Plus, the slightest wrong angle will send Mario flying in the wrong direction. Needless to say, this is not an easy trick. To top it all off, all of this needs to be managed in under a 10-second window. And this is actually the easier of the 2 runs' infamous tricks. The big challenge comes only 2 minutes later. After defeating Bowser and obtaining the key to enter the locked basement, you now have to perform a BLJ to skip the 30 stars needed to enter this door. And looking at the room, where can we generate enough speed this time? Introducing the sideways backwards long jump. By setting up Mario with a series of precise inputs, Mario will clip into the top stair. With some extremely fast mashing, Mario will gain speed and hopefully go flying to the back wall. If you have enough speed, a few well-timed long jumps against the door is all you need to clip through. Pretty simple, right? When watching this trick at full speed, it's hard to fully understand how perfectly timed your inputs have to be. This trick is notoriously difficult to learn, with it taking dozens of hours to nail the trick just once. But in a speedrun, you don't have dozens of hours. The time and effort it takes to get the consistency needed to do full challenge runs is overwhelming. I think Darbian, the creator of the Marihour challenge, put it best in one of his runs.
Now for the hardest trick. This is the single hardest trick in Marihour, and it comes at the last game. This is the one that could take... Sometimes it takes me 15 minutes, sometimes it's first try.
And remember that these tricks are to be performed after completing 5 other games. And we're not even done with the run. After getting past the 30-star door, we collect the 1 star from Dire Dire Docks to access the next Bowser fight. After slaying Bowser for a second time, we get a key that leads us upstairs. The next challenge in our path is to clip past the 50-star door, since we only have 1 star. By doing a backwards long jump into these stairs, it's possible to clip inside, gaining speed and resulting in Mario to shoot through the 50-star door. Compared to the other BLJs in the run, this trick is fairly easy. But for many runners, including myself, sometimes it just feels like a gamble. One attempt you get it, and other times you just don't. We reuse the same BLJ trick on the infinite staircase, finally making it to Bowser in the Sky, the last stage in the game. After completing some tight movement to save a few seconds, we arrive at the final Bowser fight. Introducing Bowser Throws. In the last minute of the run, we have to throw Bowser 3 times at bombs that are spaced around the platform. By spinning the control stick and pressing B, Bowser gets thrown across the stage. In order to throw the King of Koopas in the correct direction, there is a very small window to press B. Even a 1 frame difference will send Bowser in a different direction. That being said, the hitboxes for the bombs are pretty generous, so you do have a little room for error. After hitting all 3 Bowser throws, you are greeted with the final Power Star, beating the game and ending your Marihour run. So much for returning all the stars to the castle. These difficult tricks are a huge deterrent for new runners who may not be familiar with SM64. And even for runners who have decided to learn these tricks, they can still be very frustrating during Marihour runs. This was clearly demonstrated by a Marihour runner, Super Marihour. At first, when Dave started his Marihour journey, SM64 and its difficult tricks weren't a huge deal as his run wasn't very optimized. However, as Dave improved, there became less and less room for mistakes. In turn, this meant Dave had to perform the tricks in SM64 more and more quickly in order to get a new personal best. Due to the pressure and difficulty of these tricks, Dave felt stuck since all of his great-paced runs were lost in SM64. These continued frustrations resulted in Dave deciding to take an extended break from the challenge. However, back with big ambitions, on November 16th, 2020, Dave completed a masterful run of SM64 in the Marihour challenge, finishing with an incredible time of 57 minutes and 21 seconds.
Yes, man! 57! God dang it, man! 57 freaking 21! I don't believe it, man.
But what if I told you that there was another category? A category where Mario doesn't even collect a single star. This is, of course, 0 star, and it has less than 100 runs submitted to the leaderboard. When performing the sideways backwards long jump, there's an alternative way for Mario to gain more speed. With the perfect amount of speed, Mario will clip through Dire Dire Ducks, skipping the entire stage. This crazy trick can save upwards of a minute. And believe it or not, runners are allowed to complete 0 star in Marihour runs. But due to its difficulty, runners will really only attempt 0 star in a desperate attempt to save a dead run. And on November 29th, 2020, a seemingly dead run came my way.
Dude, come on, are you kidding me? Oh, that's really frustrating. I'll go for 0 star, might as well. Got nothing to lose. Oh my god, that's not supposed to happen. I wasn't actually supposed to get it. That's not part of the script. I don't know. I have no words for this run. I have no words for this run. It shouldn't be a thing.
As of now, this is the only sub-hour run that utilizes 0 star. Due to the sheer difficulty of this trick, 0 star is not used in the current world record. That means in SM64, there's upwards of a minute to be saved from this trick alone. I can't imagine that any runner would choose to go for 0 star on a great paced run. But until it is part of the world record, the Marihour Challenge's story will not be finished just yet. SM64 being the last game in the challenge is perhaps the biggest roadblock when learning and running the Marihour Challenge. The game is hard enough by itself, and after playing 2D Mario games for over 45 minutes, the switch can be significant. Losing great runs at the very end of the category is backbreaking. It's happened to me, Super Marihour, as well as many other runners. Before reaching sub-hour, the speedrunner Slade was on the verge of glory when he missed the final Bowser throw, costing him a sub-hour time. After making it past all the other struggles in the run, it was devastating to watch him fall just short of his goal. However, just like Super Marihour, Slade went on to achieve a sub-hour time, ending his Marihour journey.
Let's go! Woo! Yeah!
You madman.
Oh! That's what I'm talking about. 59-42!
The difficult tricks in SM64 have resulted in many runners to suggest the idea of adding another category, where runners can instead choose the order in which they want to play the 6 games. This new category idea has been shot down on many different occasions. To me, playing the games in their release order and facing down SM64 on a great pace is a big part of the challenge of Marihour. But personally, I would like to see the creation of an alternative category where you get to choose your game order. It could allow for you not to be the best player at SM64, and even maybe make Zero Star a more viable option. Additionally, other roadblocks such as hands, a topic I discussed in a previous video, will not be as obnoxious since they can be taken care of closer to the beginning of the run. After talking about all the difficulties in SM64, there's almost no chance that you're motivated to give Marihour a try for yourself. That being said, there isn't a better time to start learning SM64. Recently, the Nintendo Switch has allowed you to play Mario 64, and with the use of save states, practice couldn't be easier. For the tricks themselves, there are a bunch of tutorials to help you get started. If you're still struggling with the tricks, let me know over on Discord, and I'd be more than happy to give you some pointers or help you out in a Discord call. When starting with the Marihour challenge, SM64 will likely stand as a very big roadblock. But just like in life, it's important to take it one thing, one backwards long jump at a time. I've been Pixel Perfect Runs. Thanks for watching.